You ever wake up in the morning and you think, 2 or 3 years ago I said I was gonna do this thing and I haven't done it yet. That New Year's resolution that I was gonna do in 1984, and now it's 2020 and I still haven't done that New Year's resolution. Well, 3 or 4 weeks ago when I started this channel, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to get political. We're going to be kind of whimsical, but you're still going to have my opinion shoved down your throat like a bad frat party. Well, yeah, we're going to get a little political today. We're going to talk about someone who's political, not the president, not anyone in Congress. We're going to talk about a journalist, a blue check mark on Twitter. This person has a very severe case of TDS. It might it might even be terminal. This person, I've never seen anyone in my entire life make more tweets, more consecutive tweets about the president in a single day than David Leavitt. When you go onto David Leavitt's channel like it's YouTube, when you go onto their profile, the very first thing that caught my eye was the background. At real Donald Trump blocked you. Yes, that is the background. You're blocked from following at real Donald Trump. The next thing that caught me was that he works for CBS apparently. But if you get into the big debacle that's trending right now, you can find that, and this comes from CBS News PR, PR standing for public relations if you don't know that, coming directly from their Twitter, at David underscore Leavitt does not work for at CBS News. So already we're getting into some very dangerous waters, David. Very dangerous waters. You're telling lies right out the gate, baby. Right out the gate, you're telling me some lies in your biography here. Some very dangerous things to do. You shouldn't be doing that. But what we're here to talk about today, I was in a live stream last night, listening to people talk, just listening while I did my dishes, and up came the name David, and then came the name Target, and I was like, okay, Target. I've shopped at the good old Target from time to time. I like to get fancy. And then something about a manager and a toothbrush, and I was like, okay, this is boring. But then it came up today, and this guy, this David, was like, I want to buy this toothbrush, and this toothbrush is labeled for 1 cent. And I was like, okay, so it's probably a manual toothbrush, the old you put it in your mouth and you kind of toothbrush. But no, apparently it is an Oral-B, and it's a Pro 5000 toothbrush. Wow, that's like what, an $80 toothbrush for a penny? Incredible. And the tweet that we're seeing, this at Target manager Tory is not honoring the price of their items per Massachusetts law. I went on ahead and I googled the law, and I just stopped on the first page because thank you Google for pulling it right up for me. It means I don't have to do any extra work. The Massachusetts item pricing law requires food and grocery stores to individually price mark most items with the actual selling price. Consumers should be pleased to know that overall pricing accuracy exceeded 99.3%, 1.3% higher than the state accuracy standard of 98%. Okay, cool. Google thought that I should know all of that. Great. And then I thought, okay, looking just at the picture, he's got the toothbrush in his hand. There's a display toothbrush behind him, and the tag does indeed say 1 cent, 0.01. But there's a word on the tag, and that word is display. And below that is, the perfect plaque, which I don't know if that actually applies to the toothbrush. It doesn't look like it does. And below that perfect plaque is display. Next to the perfect plaque is the word display. It looks like that tag applies to the display product only. And people have come out and they've asked, why are they putting a price tag on the display? And that one's very easy. I used to work on a radio station. I was a DJ at a radio station, but right next door to the radio station was a pizzeria. Now you think, okay, that what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? A lot of those guys and gals used to work in retail, and I learned a lot of things from those guys and gals. The display price that you see, that just that little 1 cent display price, what that is that is so that way whoever has the unfortunate job of coming around and scanning everything for inventory, that's so that way they can make sure that no idiot has come around and picked up the display item and ran off with it. Because let's be honest, teens like to do that because teens can be pretty dumb. But getting back into this, he says, the target manager did not honor the item or the price of the item. The very next tweet that he puts in there, I just had to call the police because at Target refused to sell me the toothbrush. Yeah, that seems like what any sane person would do, right? Totally, right? I mean, you don't get a toothbrush sold to you for 1 cent. The display is not sold to you when you want the actual item sold to you for the display price, and you call the police. No, that of course that doesn't make any sense. He goes on to verify, I did not call 911. I called the business number for the police and told them it was not an emergency and they could take their time and explain the situation. Okay, so police do have a business number if you're unaware of that. They do have the emergency number, which is nationally 911, but they also have a business number for the department. And I don't think that number goes through a dispatcher. But that still is a use of emergency services because they're still police officers. He goes on, the police verified at Target displayed the price of toothbrush, the price of toothbrush, because you only have 140 characters. Thank you, Twitter. And no edit button, thanks. I digress. The police verified at Target displayed the price of toothbrush for 1 cent. The store manager Tori refused to sell me the toothbrush and for displayed price. The police said I need to sue them and that they are making me a verified report to take to court. I need to read that again. I'm sorry. That the police said I need to sue them and that they are making me a verified report to take to court at BBB Connection. I just heard this, and I know what it stands for, but my mind is blank. At Ask Target. He goes on, still yet again, corporations like at Target are not above the law. That's true. The police officer told me they'd testify that they saw the price and that the manager would not sell me the item for the price listed. I have not been able to afford to go to a dentist in over 3 years. So yes, I wanted a good toothbrush and was thrilled to see such an amazing price on an Oral-B, but Target refused to honor it, and now I have to take them to court. Well, hold up. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, does it? That because if you actually look at this man's Twitter, on January 18th, 2020, I'm giving away vacations. Who's next? You can't afford to go to vacation. You can't afford to go to the dentist, but you can afford to give away vacations, and you're asking who's next. You can't afford to go to. You can't afford to go to the dentist, but you're taking an officer's advice to sue Target. That's very interesting. Looking at this man's Twitter account too, he's also doxed some people, which, I mean, you shouldn't be doxing people. Granted, what this man has done, he's taking a business card that has just just his business address, and he's posted that online. I mean, that's technically public information. There's nothing wrong with that. There is a tweet that's floating around out there from this man where he has taken a woman's photograph and he has tweeted out her name, her address, because she refused to fill a drink. I know where you can find this information. I very intentionally did not put it in this video for a reason, for the same reason that I did not put the other image in this video. Now, a lot of people don't like what this guy's doing. I mean, even Ricky Berwick got in on this. But to show you just how much people don't like this, here's a meme that I found, and I love this meme. But the Democrats, the Republicans, Target, the Bernie Bros, the Libertarians, MAGA country, the atheists, the Christians, the Jews, the Muslims, the conservatives, everybody, David Lewitt, David Leavitt is a jerk. But Target actually responds to him. They actually respond to him. And if this sounds like it's a little bit out of order, that's because I'm just going through the tweets as we're finding them. I'm reading this to you in real time, so I apologize for that. But Ask Target responds to this: Can we please? Can we have you? My mouth is broken. I'm sorry. Can we have you please DM us with your name, email, phone number, and the location of the store, assuming you are referring to the 0.01 on the tag that also shows display, and not the item you are showing with the Spider anti-theft device. Can you tell us what the police said? Now, as you can see in the picture, instead of DMing, David Leavitt responds: They verified the info was accurate and told me I can take you to court for not honoring the price and are giving me a record. What I said happened. And the memes that are coming out of this, oh my goodness. That face when a blue check account decides to exploit hourly workers for clicks. If that doesn't happen on the daily, when an item doesn't scan and you hear, well, it must be free real estate. The motion to make Karens that are male Davids. The motion is approved. It's seconded. Let the record reflect that all male Karens must henceforth be referred to as Davids. I absolutely love it. I think my favorite, though, is this image of his profile pic that has been edited to show him with that classic Karen cut, that classic, yes, I know that you're an hourly worker here at McDonald's, and I know that you're treated like crap, and I know that you hate your job, and I know that you're just trying to pay for your college, but my 10-piece chicken McNuggies, well, they actually had 11 pieces, and I'm really disappointed in that, because you're supposed to be doing your expletive deleted job, and so I need to talk to your manager so I can get you fired. Thanks, please. And if you don't, then I'm just going to start a scene here. Also, look into my online store so I can sell you my essential oils. Yeah, that's there's a reason that haircut is such a meme. There's a reason for it. But oh man, if you can't tell, I love memes. So if you find a meme out of this, if you find a meme that's coming from this man's profile, send it to me. I would love that so much. Send it to me on Twitter at guitarist_bear. Now keep in mind, the Twitter police have been after me the past few days. So if I don't get it, if I don't respond to it, that's because Twitter police are very Gestapo on me. They are becoming very Gestapo-ish in the past few days. So that's why I might not be responding on Twitter. You can hit me up on Reddit at u/guitarist_bear. But do hit me up with those spicy memes if you've got them. Until then, goodbye and good luck.